Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. Jokic is out there with James. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's KD in at the small forward position.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
Now Tatum after the missed three from KD. And there's the bucket from Tatum. Tatum's got 5 now.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
Here's Curry. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star Game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star Week.
Great open look there. 8 points for him.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. Well, the All-Star Game D is in full effect. They typically clamp it down in the second half.
Giannis passes to Towns. Offline with his 3. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. Trailing by 2. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Giannis. LeBron with it. Now defended by Mitchell. 6 to shoot. And here's James outside. And it's Jalen Brunson with the rebound. And here is the East now. Here's Antetokounmpo. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson did give me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about a lot of things, including how to try and slow down Steph Curry. He said it's the usual stuff. You can't go under screens. You have to contest without fouling. You have to recognize he will put the ball on the floor and drive if you overplay him. That's a lot to account for, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. James misses. The East leading by 6. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Jaylen Brown's checked in for the East. Garland comes in for Jalen Brunson. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Edwards comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's James Harden in for Gilgeous-Alexander. The West trails by 8. LeBron outside. Harden sets the pick for James. Outside Curry. And Karl-Anthony Towns pulls it down.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Harden kicks to Curry. James against Antetokounmpo. James, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And it's Jokic with the rebound. The West trails by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
You know, it's really hard for me to say if there's ever been anyone better at finishing through contact than LeBron. He's just so big and strong and fast, too.
Now, here's Brown. No scoring in this one. Pass to Towns. Over Jokic. Towns with the bucket.
Boy, that sharp awareness of Towns. Clock running out. He just beats it.
And so here are the West All-Stars. James looking around. Hits it from three-point range. LeBron's got 7 points.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Brown outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the East. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
On the court right now as the second quarter starts for the West All-Stars. Anthony Edwards out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Harden. And it's Wembanyama in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They get it back. The West trails by 3. Outside Edwards. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brunson. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action, spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about. Wembanyama finishing the alley-oop.
The perfect lob partner, Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Mobley a screen on Davis. Here's Siakam. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Davis.
You're a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
No good on the free throw.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Tatum's checked in. Then for the West All-Stars, Jackson comes in for Davis. And Kevin Durant subbed in for James Harden.
A big man who can score, rebound, and pass. This is why Siakam has become a huge piece of this team.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Garland, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Here is Edwards. Nothing on the board. To the middle. Some nice passing here by the West. Edwards at full speed. He nails it, and we're tied up.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
From deep, Brunson. And another miss by the East. A chance here to retake the lead.
You can see the intensity on display here these last few minutes.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the East. And West also making a switch. Jokic is checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Here's Brown. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And Brown is a guy who is hunting contact. Defenders have to be more cautious around him when they're defending.
The East All-Stars have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And the first one at the line is good.
Look, you've got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
Both good from the line that time.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw, good. Jokic.
Well, Jokic is a true point center because he can do it all. He'll lead the break at times. He's one of the most unique talents in the NBA.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Jokic grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Jokic. Shoots over Brunson, and it falls over the rim and in. Jokic has got the lead up to 7 out for the West All-Stars. Brunson finds Tatum. Over Wembanyama. And another miss by the East.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Impressive work protecting the basket. He held his ground nicely on that one.
Mitchell against Edwards. Good D by Mitchell. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And a volume scorer, Mitchell excels at getting inside and converting.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Mobley.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Free throw good, Edwards.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Evan Mobley. And it's Garland in for Jalen Brunson. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Curry's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
A superstar-level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skill.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. 7-point differential. Here's Giannis. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Jokic against Antetokounmpo. Jokic sets the screen for Edwards. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
6 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Jokic. Oh, Giannis punches it home.
Man, I love watching Tatum break down the defense in the pick and roll, exploits any passing lane that's available to him.
Wembanyama passes to KD. Curry with it. 1:16 left in the second quarter. He sinks the 11-footer. Curry's got the lead up to 7 now for the West All-Stars.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Brown outside. Floats it up. There's Giannis taking flight.
Now that is all-star basketball at its best. The alley-oop run to perfection.
Curry passes to Wembanyama. Back to Curry. Curry getting it done inside.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Here's Tatum. He's got 10. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. First free throw is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so Tatum nails them both. And the West All-Stars have possession. And that concludes the first half. West All-Stars lead by 6. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
We've got Tatum. Mitchell is out there with Jalen Brunson. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Towns in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. And here's KD for 3. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. And the West All-Stars have possession. 6-point lead. And the basket by Curry.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
Giannis outside. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Tatum. Shoots the 3. Tatum from 3.
And really, this has been an MVP caliber performance. Guys, he's been terrific.
Yeah, he has been. It's going to be a very easy job for the voters this year.
Durant with a screen on Mitchell. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
The West All-Stars shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And he knocks down the first one. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Mitchell outside. Brunson kicks to Tatum. Over Durant. And it's sent back by KD. LeBron is doubled. Here's Curry. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. 12 points for Stephen Curry.
Working that in-between area. Steph likes to keep the defense on its heels.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Mitchell outside. And so on to Antetokounmpo looking over it. Tatum with a screen on James. 5 to shoot. And to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
LeBron passes to Jokic. Over Tatum. Jokic, no good.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain. Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Brunson with a clean look, and it's off from three-point range. The West leading by 5. LeBron dishes to Durant. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. With some arc, and so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
And you love how Tatum uses that long wingspan to really distract shooters. Great job contesting without fouling on that one.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
James against Antetokounmpo. Tatum with a screen on LeBron. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
And, you know, the way Giannis Antetokounmpo moves in the pick and roll is tough for the defense. I mean, there's no way really to match his size and skill set.
Outside for Curry. Launches it. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Here's Giannis. Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive rebound. The East trail by 4. Mitchell wide open. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his second basket of the night.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the East All-Stars making a change here. Brown's checked in, and West also making a switch. Edwards is checked in. And the West All-Stars have possession. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Here's LeBron. 7 points in the game. Pass to Jokic.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight. First free throw is good.
You know, for Jokic, his consistency at the line goes back to his rookie season. He's always shot above 80% on his free throws. That's remarkable for a guy of his size.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Mobley comes in for Towns. And it's Garland in for Mitchell. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for the West. Giannis passes to Mobley.
At almost 7 feet tall, once Mobley has ideal positioning inside, he forces the defender to have to foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
throw good, Mobley.
And to me, Evan Mobley seems like a fast learner. He adapted to the league play pretty seamlessly and is always looking for little ways to improve.
Jackson, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. That one drops. He ties it up. Here's Curry. He's got 15. 1:16 left to play here in the third. On the wing, Jackson. 5 on the clock. Wembanyama, a screen on Brown. And Wembanyama too much inside.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Here's Brown. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. East grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds in the game. There's Brown with the 3. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Siakam is checked in for Antetokounmpo. James Harden, he's checked in for the West. Brown against Edwards. Brown inside, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Oh, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the East. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for James Harden.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Jackson. Left side, KD. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. West All-Stars out in front, up by 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Well, we're back on a night that's always a highlight of any NBA season. We're live from the All-Star game.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star game, is there?
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball, and the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. They've got Edwards. Durant is out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Harden in at the point. Brown the pass to Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Mobley throws it down.
And went up and pulled it down. Mobley soaring.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the West. It's a 3-point game. A putback. Jokic on the follow.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Mobley inside. He's against Jokic.
Sometimes basketball is a simple game. Get that ball to Evan Mobley inside, and good things will happen.
Harden the pass to Jokic. And here is KD. Some nice passing here by the West. Jokic kicks to Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists tonight.
Hey, defensively, when you're guarding Harden, the last thing you want is for him to get a rhythm from deep. He can blow a game wide open when he does.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Here's Garland. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Brown down low, defended by Durant, and it's Brown missing. The West leading by 6. KD passes to Wembanyama. Pass to KD. They double-team KD. 3 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards, and Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Brown against Durant. Count that one.
Working to get the high percentage bucket. Nicely done that time by Brown.
So it's the West now. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Karl-Anthony Towns checked in for Mobley. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Brown. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Garland. The West All-Stars also changing it up. James checked in for Wembanyama. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Edwards. And Curry subbed in for James Harden. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Pass to Jokic. Jokic just takes what he wants inside. Amazing.
Really hard to move Jokic off the blocks. He's tough down there.
Giannis outside.
Get there.
Tatum, that's for 2. And James pulls it down. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the West. 6-point lead. Durant, no good.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Curry. Here's KD. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And it's an 8-point West All-Star lead.
Well, that jumper's so effortless coming out of Durant's hands. I mean, it's cash money more times than not.
And the dunk by Towns.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
Towns has gone 3 for 5 from the field. Now here's LeBron. Pass to Jokic. Kept alive. Curry can't get it to go. Tries the spin move. Mitchell dishes to Tatum. Fires from deep. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Well, it's looking more and more like the MVP award is a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, he looks like he's got that thing locked up at this point. He's been phenomenal.
From 10 feet out, a tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
Curry is a guy you can trust to get it done when it needs to be done.
And Durant sends it back. And they double up LeBron. Jokic kicks to LeBron. Jokic sets the screen for LeBron. Outside for Curry. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
A three-point specialist can't let Curry get any space to fire from the corner. That's a recipe for disaster.
Fades back. LeBron grabs the miss. 58 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Curry, a chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Giannis. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
James outside. And they double up James. Trying to find Curry. He's got it now. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, Curry missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, over his first couple of seasons, Tatum has really increased his trips to the line, playing more aggressively.
Gets the first, and that brings them within 5. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. And he commits the intentional foul.
Second team foul. Nikola Jokic taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
From deep, Giannis. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
You see improvement from Giannis every season in his decision-making, especially recognizing when to rise and fire.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, and both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
Now a timeout called by the East. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Durant with the steal. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. And the East All-Stars call time here. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
So it's the West All-Stars picking up the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our all-star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.